away from it. Let me tell you, I didn't want to write because I was like, I don't want to sit and write. And every time I didn't want to sit and write, I failed. But the moment I wrote down this and this and this, I'm not going to eat because I had written for so many years. So yeah, that's one example.
I'm finding interesting there you have written means for some high level points you have noted down.
You're writing too?
I have taken some white notebooks and how it is affecting the system and whether I'm energetic or not energetic, feeling to work or not feeling to work, when I'm feeling lethargic, when I'm feeling the running.
Writing it. Okay. So because it's been 6 months since I've been doing Hatha Yoga. It's okay. But why am I touching upon this topic is the yoga set my system aligned with don't adapt to something which the body is saying no. When a woman is carrying, is pregnant, she knows there are certain things that she will eat and she will not eat. How is that happening? Or the pumpkin or what? Because it is a light food. It is the healthiest food and it kept me full. Fridge, it's still stuck on the fridge that I eat this and I don't eat that. As a reminder.
It's wonderful. Can you share that pic once you are?
Yes, I will. Yes, it's. I think without writing, one will not be able to follow through making notes because it is a very, like I said, it's a conscious effort. I tried to go away from it. Let me tell you, I didn't want to write because I was like, I don't want to sit and write. And every time I didn't want to sit and write, I failed. But the moment I wrote down this and this and this, I'm not going to eat. Believe me, I have not eaten. Like yesterday, we had gone out and I took a little bite of the bread and I remembered that I don't eat bread because it doesn't help me. And I put it back. I said, no, thank you. I can't eat this.
Yes.
So my body was compulsively going for it, but I remembered because I had written for so many years. Yeah, that's one example.
I'm finding interesting there you have written means for some high level points you have noted down somewhere.
Yes.
I'm keep on stressing this because the last 5 years I'm doing the same activities.
You're writing too?
I have taken some white notebooks and keep on writing what food I'm eating and how it is behaving and how I am behaving and how it is affecting the system and whether I'm energetic or not energetic, feeling to work or not feeling to work, when I'm feeling lethargic, when I'm feeling the running nose, when I'm feeling not comfortable. All of these observations I started writing in from last 5 years. It's a pile of books is there in my almara, and it really helped me to understand how body works and what food is not good for the system and what ways we can recover if you get into a problem, and if other person looking for some solution, we can definitely provide based on that. It's not a small thing, it's very big thing.
It is a very, very big thing. You're telling me about for instance, you have written. Now I'm going to go slightly deviate a bit from it because I'm also the body. I want the body also to understand what it eats. Without having writing it. Okay. So because it's been 6 months since I've been doing Hatha Yoga. Okay. So yoga is a way of life. Now I don't want to preach about yoga or anything. That's not something. If you doesn't want to do, that's okay. But why am I touching upon this topic is the yoga set my system aligned with my body. So again, it's so interesting. The sattvic food that we ate, which means no onion, no garlic, right? And I said, oh no, let me see, does it really have an effect? So like I said, I experiment. So I ate garlic and onion in one of the foods that I had made. I'm not again preaching, nothing, not political about this, but my body reacted to it. And I had a problem. For 2 days, I could feel my body was not happy. When I took it away, my body is happy. So that it's so important. Again, going back to your body will tell you what you need to eat, what you need to keep away. And we should, as individuals, myself included, pay attention to it. We should not think, oh yeah, that's okay. The body will get okay with it. No, don't adapt to something which the body is saying, no. Because that's what we are doing. We're becoming complacent about, oh, that's okay. Let's eat the food. That's okay. Something on those lines. So I feel pay a lot of attention to what your body is telling you.
So one point here, paying attention to the body, paying attention to what we eat, was tremendously reduced for most of the people. So unfortunately, they are unable to derive what food went wrong in the system. It's true for many other people.
Oh, yes, it is. I will take you back to, because I had touched upon the women, and I think where I was going with it was, Bhanu, I'm going to talk about, which I thought about it today as well, and many times I think, when a woman is carrying, is pregnant, she knows there are certain things that she will eat and she will not eat. How is that happening? How does the woman pick up these urges to eat what it wants and what? So the baby itself is from the is giving the indication what it wants to eat. How is the baby giving the indication? Because the gut of the baby is telling something that this is what, sir, it is inherent from the birth that we need to pay attention to our gut. We don't. If any youth can go back and ask their mother, "What were you eating while you were carrying?" And they'll be
Yeah.
so it is very, it's interesting because, again, I'm talking about the gut and I'm talking about what I ate. And while I was carrying my first child, and it happened with all the three children, I was eating only water-based food, what you have in India, water-based, the green melon or the pumpkin or what, because it is a light food, it is the healthiest food, and it kept me full, so and so forth. But paying attention, being conscious, and we've been doing that from the birth, which we forget.
Right, and I see nutrients is the nutrients is the building block of our human body. So in that context, we should whatever the food we eat, it should have proper nutrients. That is one aspect. And even after we consume, we are destroying unknowingly the consumed nutrients. We are not fully absorbing those things because our system was not efficient enough to absorb all of the nutrients. It is destroying the nutrients which are present in the food itself, and in that process we are lacking the nutrients, and it is affecting the whole body. So that is why most of the people get any kind of hair loss issues, or vision related issues, or less focus issues, or irritation in the system, or not able to do work whenever they wanted to do, and feeling all the time lethargy. All of these things are outcomes of what they are destroying in the food.
I agree, and while you were telling me about that, it is something I know, and which is something, like, again, I observe a lot about myself. So I made something yesterday, and because I follow the cookbook of Sadhguru, I made, and it had yogurt in it, so it had curd. Right now, I know I react to curd, and most probably I was reacting to curd is because what I was mixing it with, or what I was having with it. So like you said, the nutrients, it was not absorbing, or I couldn't digest it because the combination of it. So yesterday when I made what I made, the combination was such that my stomach is light. I didn't react to it because the combination. So you're very right in saying the nutrients. It had the vegetables in it. It had the way it was made. Coconut is a big aspect of it because they believe coconut is, I think, the yogi's food. Coconut, that's what Sadhguru has said. It's the yogi's food, and that's how they would live. They would just drink the coconut water and eat the flesh of the coconut, and that was it. But what I'm trying to say is the combination, what you were talking, the nutrients, is very important, because if the combination is wrong, it doesn't work. For instance, in North, sorry, you were going to say something, but I was in North. You were going to say something. Go ahead, Bhanu, go.
So the thing is that body is a marketplace of nutrients. That is, I strongly experienced it, and wanted to tell everybody that body is a marketplace of nutrients. And so you eat some food which gives the nutrients, and at the same time you eat some food which destroy the nutrients. So that is why the imbalance is happening. So there are three types of bodies, like even our Ayurveda it tells us. And experience like came to it, like I put it as a four. Like one is normal body where we consume all the sattvic food, and people doesn't like to follow only sattvic food. They have different varieties of food, so that is why the body type will differ. So from the sattvic food, it is a normal body, and from normal body it becomes a gastric body where the imbalance in the food intake happens and it becomes gastric. And if the imbalance is too much carbohydrate in it, and it becomes too much acidic in the body system, and it is a rotting process too much. It can be more of a non-veg or meat or chicken or fish, whatever is too much or more oil in the consumption, also lead to more acidic nature. And the other way is that some kind of any allopathic medicine or any kind of thing which is depleting the nutrients from the body, something, for example, some kind of oils which flush out all of the nutrients from there are some kind of oils are there which flush out whatever the food from out of system, and it makes our body alkaline. So alkaline, what I mean to say, it does not allow absorption of nutrients to the body. So one such food is that in Andhra there is what we call dosaka in Telugu, people call it as, it is a cucumber, yellow cucumber, it is round in shape. If we eat that cucumber more in a raw form,
Okay.
entire one cucumber if you eat in a raw form, it is when you taste
Okay.
it initially it is an acidic nature, but after consumption it become alkaline. Once it become alkaline, right? So whatever food we eat, it will not let absorb the nutrients. It flush out all of everything, and people feel whoever having digestive issues, they will feel wonderful after consuming this solar cucumber. But over period of time, it depletes all of the nutrients from the system, and they become so weak.
All
And
the nutrients.
from the all parts of the body, it from the hair, face, and bones and the flesh, from all parts of the body, all the nutrients will be depleted, and over the period of time, the person will become very low immunity, and is very difficult to recover from that stage. So that is why Ayurveda mentioned Vata, Pitta, Kapha, and I put it as a
Yes.
acidic, alkaline, gastric, and normal body. So these are the four types of body. Everybody experience it. What do you say about it?
I think yes, I agree that and we can go from these four stages and come back to the normal if we consciously do it. I think that's a possibility because I've been there, done that, from acidic to, I remember acidity was a big thing, part of my growing up, bad stomach. So it is not only about what I ate, but also it's psychological. So I'm not going. So that's one aspect of it. And coming to the normal part, yes, it's a conscious effort. What you eat is it's peak.
I was about to ask you about acidity.
I was saying it's having compulsive behavior.
Okay. So I was about to ask you about acidity.
Yeah,
and
you were going to ask,
psychological
sorry,
effect.
what about acidity and what did you say? The psychological effect, you said?
So what I observed is since the body is a marketplace of nutrients, so if more nutrients from the body gets depleted, right, and then psychological imbalance also happens. It doesn't matter if the body is acidic or alkaline or gastric. So if the nutrients are not sufficient